Okay then, so we're going to do a mock test like we've done before. So as your driving examiner, he or she would say to you, I expect you to, well, the test will last between 38-40 minutes. It'll be a variation, different kinds of roads and traffic scenarios. I do expect you to follow the road ahead at all times. That's either road signs or road markings direct you otherwise. Okay, I'll give you instructions in plenty of time. If you don't understand where we're going, please ask and I will repeat the instruction for you. Okay, we'll do up to 20 minutes of independent driving, which we're going to start with. Okay, we will do one manoeuvre chosen at random and we may do the emergency stop depending on time.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right then. When you're ready, I'd like you to move off when safe to do so. Any questions?
No.
All right.
At the end of the road, turn right, Hillmead Drive, then enter the roundabout and take the third exit, B4534, Midway. Turn right, then enter the roundabout and take the third exit. Enter the roundabout and take the third exit.
Safe to do so, can you just demist your back window? Yeah, demist. You're cleaning it. No?
I do not know how to do demist.
Demist is that one.
After 300 yards, enter the roundabout and take the second exit, B4534, Midway. Enter the roundabout and take the second exit. After 200 yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, B4534,
Actually, can you follow the road ahead,
Way.
So follow the road ahead, second exit, so please don't
Enter the roundabout and take the third exit.
And it will redirect you.
Okay.
After 250 yards, enter the roundabout and take the second exit, B4006,
The roundabout's been
Midway.
replaced by traffic lights, so obviously traffic lights are going to follow the road ahead. There used to be a roundabout here, but it's no longer here.
Enter the roundabout and take the second exit. After 300 yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, B4006, Great Western Way. Enter the roundabout and take the third exit. Take the exit, B4006, Great Western Way. roundabout and take the second exit, A3102, Great Western Way. Enter the roundabout and take the second exit.
Brand new vehicle as well. Welcome to the world of driving. About 10,000 cars have hit it. They probably have about 100 complaints. Yards, enter the roundabout and take the second exit, A3102, Great Western Way. Enter the roundabout and take the second exit. Safe to do so, I would like you to pick up the right-hand lane. After 600 yards, enter the roundabout and take the third exit, A3102, I'd like you to follow the traffic signs for Royal Wooden Basset there. So see the traffic sign, so Royal W Basset, that's what I'd like you to follow, please. Enter the roundabout and take the third exit, A3102, towards Caen. Yeah, it's a very big roundabout and we're still on it. So just to clarify, we're following traffic signs please for Royal Wooden Basset.
the exit, A3102, Swindon Road. Then, turn right.
Okay, that's the end of your independent drive-in. Okay, I will direct you as normal now, okay?
After 300
Continue to
yards,
follow the road,
turn
ignore the
right,
sat nav.
then you have reached your destination on your left.
Turn right, second exit. I know the roundabout sign says it's ahead, but trust me, treat this as a right. So we're going to turn right, second exit. So obviously I would advise you to keep the car to the right hand lane. Then just find somewhere convenient to park on the left.
It's not very convenient either, 'cause it's on the corner.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, then drive on when safe to do so. Okay, can you park on the left just before this next sort of like, I want to say it's a grey car?
I can't even
The very
tell.
dirty car. So just park on the left just before that very dirty car. That'll do it, that'll do it. Cool. Thank you very much. And then drive on when safe to do so. Okay, then the end of the road, I'd like us to turn right. bad. Yeah, Audi drivers, eh? Signposted Lydia Minison. Stay up.
What was it, 18? 19? Yeah.
19.
Gosh.
What's your speed, mate? thing is, this road's relatively new. Pretty much every single drain is sunk. Then Roundabout like us to turn left, first exit for Purton. Please on the right. Keep away from the verge, mate. We don't want to go into that potholes. Like us to turn left. And then we'll come to a roundabout. The roundabout like you to turn right, please, which is going to be your second exit.
There's a dead rat in the road.
Yeah, just gone over it. That's quite a big rat.
Yeah, it might have been a hedgehog.
Oh no, I think it was a rat.
Oh.
Had a long tail.
Yeah.
Not that I'm an expert on rats or hedgehogs.
Yeah.
Okay, end of the road, like us to turn left. End of the road, like us to turn right.
It's a bit glary.
Very. random first green box. See, there's like a green box on the left. Lovely. Thank you. Alright, and then drive on when safe to do so. Cool. Then roundabout, like us to turn left, first exit. I'd like you to follow the road ahead. And roundabout, I'd like us to turn right, third exit. To do the right reverse down this road. Oh yeah, come down here, be nice and quiet.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking in my mind. Nope. Never mind. Okay, then the round, you've done nothing wrong. The roundabout, I'd like us to turn right to do a U-turn. It's going to turn right, do a U-turn, go all the way around the roundabout and back to yourself. So fourth exit. I think what it is, a lot of the students will be going to driving tests because it's like quarter to yeah. Wait.
He's coming
So
there anyway. What are you doing then? Is he going to come? Please do not cross the road.
just after that lamppost on the right. Okay, thank you, Ambit. I asked you to park on the right, bless your cotton socks.
Oh.
Okay, so if you can move off when safe to do so, no problem. I'd like you to park on the right, just after that lamppost, look, on the right.
Wait for these people to come past.
Oh no, they're going to nick a whole spot.
Well.
That's alright, fine, drive on when safe to do so.
Okay.
please, on our right.
Okay.
Lovely. And if you could park on the right, just after the traffic signs that say no HGVs. Alright, so just by that lamppost on the right. Okay, and then what I'd like to do now, please, like to reverse back 2 car lengths, keep close proximity to the curb on the right hand side, please. Okay, thank you. And then drive on once safe to do so. Cool. Just do like a bit of an unorthodox sort of turn here. Alright, so end of the road we're going to go left. Okay, then what I like you to do is gently, I like to do like fundamentally do a U-turn. So I come over to your left and then spin it round. So come over to your left into the bays and then like, so slow right down, so stop for us, to stop for us, to stop for us, touch. Right then, look around, I want you to spin it round to the right there. Lovely, thank you. And then just drive on for us. And then take the next road on our right. If we could park on the left just by that next lamppost on the left. Lovely, idea. Alright, okay, and then turn off the engine. Alright.
Breathe.
Yeah, definitely want to breathe.
Yeah.
Okay then, right, so remember this is to help you, not to hinder
Yeah.
you, so I don't want you to get upset or angry or
No,
beat
that's
me
fine.
up with your kickboxing skills. Alright, oh actually I've forgotten a question. I need to ask you a question at the beginning now about the show me town question. So could you tell me how you would check the tyres, make sure they're roadworthy before setting off on a journey? I should have asked you that at the beginning.
You can check to see if the light is on here, or
Okay, yeah, you could get a malfunction light. So like say if you hit a pothole and burst a tyre,
yeah,
then obviously a malfunction light would come on. Or if you lost a little bit of air, then again, like, so I don't know, if you were unlucky and went over a nail or something, then whatchamacallit, yeah, some air could come out of it, so a malfunction light would come on, yeah. But that wouldn't necessarily tell you about the sort of general condition of them.
if you did a round check.
Round
Make
check.
sure.
What are you looking for on the tyres? What can't they have?
Any gashes in the side?
Okay, gashes.
No, any like.
Oh, good
I
grief.
can't think of a word. I don't want
All
to
right,
say,
so
like,
yeah, cuts and
abrasions.
all right, abrasions. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So no cuts and bulges. And what's the tread depth? Yeah. What's the tread depth going to be?
No
Minimum.
less than 1.3 millimeters.
Not
Or
quite.
it's 1.6.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
1.6.
so there's
all
one
right.
or the other.
Yeah, we got there on the end. All right then. Right. So what am I going to say to you? Do you think?
Oh, a few things.
Yeah, I've made quite a lot of
Yeah.
notes.
Okay. Where can we start?
At the beginning.
I'm just thinking, the person that broke down.
Right,
the
okay,
roundabout.
so yeah, planning. So basically, you're following the road ahead on the independent drive, on the Mannington roundabout, okay? Ideally, you should have seen that vehicle a little bit sooner than you did. You just went a bit too close to it. Ideally, you should have seen it as you're approaching the actual roundabout. You've seen it as you're actually on the roundabout, so it did like surprise you a little bit. And a bit funny, I've been driving for God knows how many years. 25 years. Wow, I'm old. No, is that right? I don't know. No, yeah, 25 years. Yeah, that is right. So 25 years I've been driving, get there in the end. And I never seen anyone break down on that Manhattan roundabout, put a few traffic cones and put the hazards on, and it's a brand new vehicle. Not ideal. It makes it a bit more awkward for the cars coming from town to come out as well, which obviously we're a little bit worried about because we're worried someone might pull out on you. How do I put it? It's a bit of a double-edged sword, what I'm going to say. You should have planned for it a little bit better, but at the same time, you dealt with the situation quite well. You didn't like suddenly panic and just throw the car straight into someone else's lane. You checked your mirrors, gently broke, a car's gone round you, and then you've waited to go when it's safe. Okay. So in some respects, I'm kind of proud of you. I'm not your dad, all right? Yeah. But at the same time, we could have sort of like prevented it. So if we were more proactive, or I'll rephrase that, if you were more proactive, that issue might not quite have occurred as it did. However, then you were quite reactive to the situation, as in you handled yourself pretty well. So I've actually put it in brackets, okay? Okay. All right. Right, what else am I going to moan about?
Windscreen wipers?
Not really. Auxiliary controls were all right. Maybe we could have cleaned the window, front window a bit sooner. It was a little bit glary, but nothing like horrendous.
I'm trying to fit. Oh, Wooden Basset roundabout. I've not done that one.
Right, so Wooden Basset roundabout, yeah. So I've chucked you in the deep end. Yeah. So I've chucked you a little bit in the deep end, right? And you did handle the situation reasonably well. We should have stayed to the third lane. I don't understand what made you want to go into the Rawton lane. So I said to you, follow the traffic signs now for Royal Wooden Basset, and I said Basset, yeah. All right. So Royal Wooden Basset. What do you call it? You put yourself in the right, then come back over to the middle lane, stayed in the middle lane, then realised, oh poo, I'm in the wrong lane, so checked your mirrors, indicated, then moved across. So we could have handled, well, you could have handled that maybe a little bit better. But probably the worst fault was basically we're turning right to go in the middle where the bus had gone. Okay, so basically we're at the last traffic light, actually on the roundabout. If we go ahead, which you can legally do in that lane for Rawton. Also, we can go around for motorway M4, but we stayed where we went, and then you went into Royal Wooden Basset, which is correct. You were a little bit reluctant where to go, but the issue was the traffic light actually went to amber. Okay. Not your name. All right, so literally went amber as you went through, and you sort of like, arguably, maybe you could have stopped, because obviously steady amber light, stop is safe to do so. You sort of crept over. Because you went so slow, as we come round, the traffic to your left actually did start to move. Yeah. All right, so just be careful, because what happened was you went through and you think, oh, that's not ideal, but then you're like, oh, where am I going? And because you're thinking of that so much, you've eased right off the gas, and you sort of made it a tiny bit of an issue. Okay, again, good for not panicking. You went into the right hand lane, so legally you can go into the left or to the right. You went in the right, coming up, and then you realise you need to get back to the left. The car's undertaking you. That's come from the motorway. You know, you checked, you were aware of your surroundings, and then picked up the left lane, so back into your normal driving position. Okay, so again, handled it reasonably well. All right, okay, yeah. Anything else?
Speed.
Yeah, so unfortunately you would fail as a result. So, I'm not saying making excuses for you, but a lot of people do speed down that road. It's just a nice road that just a steady decline. It's quite smooth apart from the drains.
There's so many 30s. I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'm going 30.
Yeah, but
and I was like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not.
Yeah, so you just picked up to like 34, and if I wouldn't have said anything, I would believe you would have got to 35, maybe even 36, because he's just steadily creeping over. Yeah. So, yeah, I verbally told you to slow down. And obviously at that point, if that was your driving test, he or she would have took you back to the driving test centre straight away. Yeah? It was near the end of the test, to be fair, but even still, we don't want to be doing that at all. Nope. All right, anything else? Anything else on that road?
I'm trying to remember. That was a really long drive. Oh, there was a give way, and I think I stopped that a bit too late.
Yeah, so basically we've got a traffic calming measure. You got a random traffic sign saying give way, so give way in 50 yards, and you sort of should have been easing off. You've got a little bit of a bend. Yeah. So think about your limit points, what you can see. A little bit funny there. Obviously, you should have been a bit more proactive and should have slowed down. You again, you know, you just slightly overshot it, so a little bit bad sort of response to traffic signs. And I could honestly get the same way. You've broken quite hard, yeah, and then slightly overshot the giveaway. Yeah. Yeah, they have actually moved the giveaway a bit further back. You know, if you watch the video back, you'll see that it was a bit further up than they've like tried to scrub it
Double
out,
bottom,
and then
whatever.
they brought it back like by a few yards, which is a better thing. All right, anything else?
Not off the top of my head, to be honest. No.
All right, that's fair enough. Right, I'll go through it in order
Okay.
of when it occurred. All right then, so the show me timing questions, demist the back window is a little button there, just above the...
I was trying to think, I was like, is it on the front bit?
Well, as soon as I
here?
went, okay, could you demist the back windows? You're like, yeah, no worries. And I'm like, no, that's cleaner than me. And you're like, yeah. And you're like, yeah, look at me, I'm cleaning the back window. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you can clean the back window now if you really want to.
Yeah.
All right, we all right?
It's really...
Just twist it and hold it. Oh, it's turned the electrics off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, literally a sign came up there saying it's going to turn itself off. Right, there you go.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Right. So demisting just above the stop start. Yeah,
Yeah.
you've got that little rectangle with
Don't know,
the
I've used
3
it,
lines
to
in.
be honest.
Yeah, all right. But this is why we do it for, isn't it?
Okay.
To test it, yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so the show me time questions. You need to demist the back window. All right, be careful with the Meads roundabout. So on the independent drive, okay. So said to you about the traffic lights, follow the road ahead. It's no longer a roundabout. Then we come to a big roundabout where the mini garage is. You were
Yeah,
like coming
I
over,
came over
yeah,
and
you're
tried-
drifting over to your like left to go sort of like ahead, and then you've realised, oh no, I don't want to be there, and then you just brought the car over to the
Couldn't
right.
remember if it was the second lane in the second bit or if it was the third lane in the left hand.
Yeah, so you did get
So-
there in the end. Lucky enough, there's no cars behind you, because if
Yeah.
there was, that might have been a different kettle of fish. It wasn't horrific, and again, I would say that you were aware of your situation. Okay, and then obviously the planning with the Mallington roundabout. So we turned right in the Meads roundabout. It was lovely. It was very good, executed, good lane discipline. Come up to the Mallington roundabout, following the road ahead. Obviously, with the broken down vehicle, we've already discussed that. Okay, then we come up, and then we got Junction 16 going over, turning right for Royal Wood and Bassett. Yeah, fully aware that I've chucked you in the deep end there because I know you've been practicing driving with your mum's fiance and stuff, so I haven't seen you for a bit.
Yeah.
But you might get taken on roads you've never seen before, and the
Did they
same.
go all the way up to Wootton Bassett?
Yeah, it is a potential test route. Admittedly, I haven't seen any of my students do that recently,
Okay.
but it has been a route for years. Whatchamacallit, but don't forget, like in real life, you're going to do junctions potentially you've never seen before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where you're going to end up. You might end up driving to Milton Keynes or Doncaster or wherever, and obviously, you know, you need to be able to read traffic signs and road scenarios and stuff, which you have shown. Okay, it wasn't perfect, as we discussed everything. It wasn't perfect. All right. Anyway, we're coming up past Sally Puss's Inn, and we're turning right. Okay, and if there's anything that's like a little bit like potentially not correct with signage, so for example, the roundabouts said that Wood and Bassett was ahead. Now obviously a lot of students would stay to the left lane, but that left lane goes left only, and the road markings come really late, and also arguably that is a right turn because it's gone past 12 o'clock on that roundabout. So I said to you, okay then Amber, the roundabout, like to turn right, second exit, disregard the traffic sign, even though the sign says it's ahead. I said do treat it as a right. So if a driver that's having a he or she says something like that, that's not there to trick you. All right, they're there to help you. All right, does that make sense?
Yeah,
So they will never ever trick you. I hear lots of stories over the years that people say, oh, they try and trick you and stuff. That is not true, and that really is not true. Okay, so we turned up there, we turned left, Stoneover Lane, then we turned right, went into the box, happy days. And then I said to you, find somewhere convenient to park on the left. Now, what wasn't ideal about that?
I'd sort of...
What did you do?
I carried on going.
You sort of dwelled on where to park.
Yeah, because then I was like, oh, I'll go after the junction, and then I was like, oh no, this is bend, I don't want to stop on the bend.
But what was the issue? What was behind us?
The car.
Right. So you just need to be a little bit better. Yeah, there was a bus stop, there was a junction. Just wanted to go after the junction where there's the longest straight. So just be a little bit more decisive where you're going to park. It wasn't disastrous. The car didn't get really frustrated with us, but if it was a different car or someone else, then they might get really, really angry, you know what I mean? So just be careful. You don't want, last thing you do is that someone tailgating you and then ends up blasting the horn on your driving test, or in real life, you're just going to unsettle you. So with parking, not a bit funny, be a bit more decisive where you're going to park. Right, that's where I'm going to park, happy days. Okay, when you went to move off, please ensure that you do your blind spot checks. Okay. You sort of half-heartedly done it. It would have been a bit better if you'd have twisted more around in your right seat to look over your right shoulder properly. Okay. Then I said to you, park on the left, where that dirty car is. So
Yeah.
I'm asking you, basically I want you to move off at an angle. Now yes, it was a little bit close to the junction, but we were only there for a short period of time. It wasn't an inconvenience to anybody. So sometimes the driving examiners may ask you to park somewhere. So they might say to you, okay, can you park on the left before the red Citroen?
Yeah.
Don't worry about blocking driveways on this occasion, okay? Because they just want you to move off at an angle, say, on that, and obviously they've got limited time and stuff. So again, they're never tricky, all right? So I ask you to park on the left. Lovely where you parked, when to move off, but your blind spot checks were rubbish.
Okay.
I think you were so preoccupied of making sure you could get out safely because there's a lot of parked cars on the left, you forgot your fundamentals. Now really, not being funny, you should fail for that.
Yeah.
So you must make sure you do your 6-point check. All right, so you must do your POM, so your preparation, observation and move, all right? Then when we come to the end of the road there, what happened at the end of the road there? Can you remember?
I'm trying to remember.
Begins with B and rhymes with us.
Oh, there's a bus.
What did the bus do?
I can't remember the bus.
Basically, well, you definitely want to watch the video back.
Yeah, I
Okay,
will.
so when you come to the end of the road, okay, of Stoneover Lane, you come to the end of the road, basically a bus is turning into our road.
Oh yeah,
because
it's completely overshot.
yeah, because the bus is so big, the bus is cut the corner. Now the bus hasn't cut the corner to be nasty, all right, or be unprofessional, because it's so big. I just would have held back.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't cause the bus like major concern, but at the same time, it just would have been a lot better if you just would have held back. You know,
Yeah.
I just, as soon as you see the bus turn, I just would have eased off the gas, dropped back, and then there's no stress to anybody. Yeah, because you were like, ooh.
Yeah.
All right, or worse to that effect. Okay, then we turned right there, went ahead at the roundabout where the Audi didn't indicate. Went left, but yeah, cool. Then come up, right, build up your speed, lovely. Okay, building up my speed, real nice. And then in the distance, you can see two great big signs that say 30.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Come
just
away too
very,
quickly.
very late responding to the 30 miles an hour. And again, you're very lucky there's nothing behind you because you have broke. Yeah, quite hard. Okay, you didn't speed, but it just was. It's just not good planning, you know.
Yeah.
So just seen the 30 signs, check your mirrors, eased off, lightly brake, happy days. Yeah. All right. Then we discussed the speed in. All right. So picking up speed, what you call it, Lydia Minnesant. And then also be careful your positioning. You made me flinch a few times, all right? So your positioning's getting too far over to the left, okay? We're whacking into them drains. You can hear it. You know, watch it back on the video, and it's like kadoosh, kadoosh, kadoosh. So be careful. A couple of times you have made me like, ooh, flinch a little bit. And I'm a little bit concerned that we're getting way too close to the curb, all right? Then we discussed the build out. Okay, so where we have the giveaway sign, so you just see it a little bit late. All right. Also then we come to a roundabout where we turned right, okay, where the dead rat was. Be careful.
Oh, my signal came off,
yeah, your signal's come off, just wanted to reapply it. Again, you're lucky it hasn't affected anybody. You have indicated, it's not your fault the signal's come off, but it's your fault if you don't put it back on. Okay, and then we got into Spa sales. All right, and then I've asked you to, whatchamacallit, do a hill start. So I've asked you to park on the left where the green box was. Careful, mate, I've actually gently pushed you away from the curb because you would have clubbed the curb. Now obviously a driving examiner is not going to do anything, they're just going to unfortunately allow you to hit the curb, which is not going to be good. All right, so be careful because that is definitely going to be a steering fault. I'm not sure exactly how hard you were ever going to hit the curb because obviously I prevented it from happening, so I've just gently pushed you away. Yeah, because the way you've come in way too sharp. All right, make sense?
Yeah.
Then we've tried to do, I wanted you to do a right reverse, which we've literally done here. Okay, took you into Hillmead, done a U-turn at the roundabout. Be careful, we had a blue Honda. You were going to go, obviously the Honda did actually turn, just be careful, I just said to you to wait.
Yeah.
All right, because obviously if the Honda did carry on coming ahead, that might have been a bit tight, but I know it did indicate right and stuff, so it's a little bit late. All right, and then final thing, ask you to do the right reverse. Make sure you listen to instructions a little bit better. It's not the end of the world. I've asked you to park on the right by the lamppost, you've parked on the left. You know, you have checked and stuff, so I can't like moan at you, so just be a little bit careful. Then you couldn't make it up, Then unfortunately another learner's parked just where we wanted to park, and I didn't want to park in front of a learner because I just feel that's like a little bit aggressive, you know what I mean? Yeah, park on the right up towards the learner because they might be thinking, whoa, what's going on? So I think we'll just do it up here, yeah? All right, make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, that's quite a lot of info to take on board.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, and it is. It is. They do go quite far out. Hey, it's testing your ability to make sure you can drive safely, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, anything you disagree with?
No. When each thing was happening, I was like, oh, and then I saw you write it, so I was like, okay.
Yeah. Wow. I don't think I could remember. I'm normally very good at remembering things, but I don't think I could remember every single thing like that off the top of my head in that order. So that's why, obviously, I made some notes. All right.
Yeah.